Yeah. Dum. Whoop, turn that phone down. Yes, people there, welcome back to Danny AFC TV. First things first, shouts out to all the real ones that was on the stream yesterday. We did nick a few subscribers, which was very nice of the people then. I think I got up to about 1,340 something again, 41 or something. After YouTube took, I don't know, like 700-800 subscribers off me recently. I'm sure most of you know, like I had 2,200 plotting along quite happily. And then they decided to fuck him. And when I emailed them about it, it goes, we just cleared up your spam and we cleared up this and we cleared up. Anyway, fuck it. YouTube, I still love you. They even put adverts on my video yesterday. And I had the sound up, so yeah. And I usually get told off like, whoosh, on boxing streams. I remember I got done on an Usyk one without mentioning the exact time and date. I've been done on a couple of boxing streams, copyright-wise, I mean. And yeah, so to let yesterday's through with adverts, I woke up this morning, pressed my stream, see how many views. I was like, fuck me, 1,300. That's nice of you, motherfuckers. And I'll just see Danny's loving it. I thought, fuck me, they've let adverts through as well. So it's a mystery. YouTube, cheers. Only if you could do that a couple of times a week. Like, I'd actually earn a touch, not much. Like, I know I don't get many views, but you know, I'd earn a touch of fucking revenue of you greedy bastards. So yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, yesterday was quite a lit stream. What a fucking boxing match though. Like seriously, we know again, football is my sport, and I am the football man. I'm down the football man. But Jesus, what a fight! And for me, the whole time, poor old Connor was the aggressor. Chris Eubank's a smart fighter. Obviously, oh fuck me, what have I done? Oh fuck it, here we go. Oh god, here she goes. Linda's in the stream. Good evening. If I didn't block her yesterday, I probably would have a fucking never whatever. But yeah, fucking shit. Let's see what she's going to talk to today and who she's going to talk to today. She's like the fucking BT advertisement. It's good to fucking talk. Yeah, fuck are you? Alright, where's my lighter? Guys, do be liking, do be subscribing. We're going to jump straight into football news and gossip. And there is a lot to be talking about. P45, Liverpool. Shouts out to Easy. Easy. Did try and call him today to congratulate the big man on Liverpool's success. Odegaard is deeply in crisis. As I've told you what's happened. The kid is not his. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. I've been told that kid that his wife dropped recently is nothing to do with him. It's more Odegaard than Odegaard. So I don't know. Maybe he's in a bit of a mental crisis over that. Dun 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 dun. But Odegaard, the child's not mine. I was in Norway. I was on international duty, and that geezer came my house, and the boy ain't mine. That's what he's saying. Or the girl. I don't know what Odegaard had, a boy or a girl. The girl ain't mine. Oh, don't fuck with me. Oh, Eddie. Is it true to see that he's not Norwegian, bro? I said my piece. You're safe. Just hurt a bit, okay? Over it now. I'll be over. What you hurt about? In fact, don't start. Let me not encourage it. Dun, 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 dun. I can see some artwork coming down my arms. I need to get redemption for my daughter's name, just saying. So I can see one going down here and one going down here real soon. I'll have to speak to Mr. Reese. Shouts out to Reese. I don't think he's going to be on today. He's all upset with me. I'm on the naughty boy still. But shouts out to Reese. As you do. My brother from another mother. I have to a spot of work with this boy, I'm telling you. Need to get more involved. Yuri, what's good? Is Odegaard officially in crisis, or can he step up against the might of PSG on Tuesday night? Arsenal. Odegaard crisis. Anyway, I knew Tottenham wouldn't do us any favours. Ah, fuck them. They got slapped around at Anfield. Ange is definitely like, I don't know why I ever said nice things about Big Ange. I blame, what's that geezer called? John Arby. John Arby was in the stream last night. I blame John Arby. Yeah, he's shit, isn't he? Fat bastard. Do you know what it is? You know when you're too fat to run around on the fucking training ground? Do you remember they started on the Everton manager? He got a part-time, not part-time, what do you call it? Like interim manager. They said he was too fat to be coach. Who was it? Former player, not Duncan Ferguson. Another former bastard player of Everton. Ah, very good, very good, very good. Yeah, they got slapped the absolute life out of. It's ridiculous. It's split. I'm not saying I know many Liverpool fans, but it's so split in the Liverpool divide of these two new contracts to Van Dijk and Salah. Some people are saying they should have went their separate ways. 400 grand a week is going to hurt them. A lot of Liverpool fans are suggesting they might not have money in next summer, or this summer, sorry, transfer window. Talking of this summer's transfer window, that tastes beautiful, has it? Martin Zubimendi, word on road is it's definitely done. Dun, 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 dun. Fuck me, this Bert is a yes man. If Zubimendi's a done deal, Berta is a cunt. Berta is a cunt. Like, what about his Barrios from fucking Atletico? He can't be as bad as fucking Zubimendi. Like, watching Zubimendi twice this season against Man United was already a wrap for me. He was shite at Old Trafford and he was shitter in his own fucking backyard in Sociedad. I think we're out of the Dane Hudson race. You mean offend him? There is no Dane Hudson coming to Arsenal. But Jarek Gaskarowski, no, seriously, Gaslorowski, Jarek Gaslorowski, £25 million. Now, he has got a £39 million release clause. But a little birdie was in my ear earlier, whispering me sweet nothings, telling me that Jarek is actually... I got told by another geezer a week ago, it was actually he was in the last year of his contract. What I believe has happened is, I believe Valencia had a year to extend it. They've extended it by a year. He's got a £39 million release clause. But word on road is they'll accept between 12 and 25 million euros. I've seen him all of once. He looks okay. When their manager that come in around Christmas time from West Brom seemed to promptly drop him from first team football. Allegedly, we have made our very first signing as well. I'm not talking Martin Zubimendi. Here's a left back. He's from Chelsea. We've obviously got him on a free. Some youth academy product that they fucking told to fuck off. Bollocks. You're an Eddie Nketiah cunt. Just like Eddie Nketiah. Chelsea apparently have thrown one of their youth products out the door. His name is Marcel Washington. Sounds a bit fucking American, though. I think he's in the stream. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Right, fuck it. Just dun. Just shut the fuck up, mate. Where was I? Marcel Washington. Has he signed for Arsenal? A Chelsea academy product project. Victor Gorkrez, there's an offer been made allegedly from Arsenal football clubs. Talk on road is £52 million. Martin Zubimendi is done. Leroy Sané has officially turned down Arsenal and Liverpool. Apparently, he's just about to put pen to paper on a 3-year extension with Munchen of Bayern. Cunt. Fucking. Don't want him anyway. 24-year-old Angers goalkeeper Yahya Fofana has been linked with Arsenal. He's 24. I know absolutely fuck all about him. But he's a cheaper alternative to the cunt that allegedly we've also done a deal with and made an agreement with his club. 25, yes, 25 of the 5, 10, 15, 20, 20 fucking 5 million euros for another Spanish goalkeeper to be backup to David Raya. I can't lie, I don't get it. Jules Koundé, again, linked with Arsenal, £65 million. I'd rather go after Balde. If we were really going to put any money in Barcelona's pocket this summer, I think a 21-year-old left-back would really go down well at Arsenal. I think the way Balde goes forward, I could imagine, probably not as successful as Trent and Andy Robinson, but that Timber and Balde blasting down the wings, Saliba and Gabriel minding everything, Rice, Party, or the cunt Zubimendi himself holding shite together in the middle next season, allowing the Timber and Balde of Barcelona to spread down both wings. If Arsenal signs Jules Koundé, I'd have to find Arteta where he lives and fucking bang. Do you know what I mean? Like, fuck you. Because I reckon Barcelona would actually accept 65 million for Jules Koundé. Who fucking wouldn't? He's not that great. He's all right. Shouts out to him on his Copa del Rey winner last night for Club Barcelona. Deborah, good evening. Boom. What's going on, girl? Do be liking, do be subscribing. Deborah, as you is new. But Marcel Washington, I know fuck all about him. He's a kid from Chelsea. They've dashed him out the back door. They said he's not good enough for first team action. So he's been sold out the door. Apparently Arsenal have taken him. Juan Garcia, Arsenal have done a deal, 25 million euros. Arsenal are going to allow the Dane Hudson thing. Dane Hudson has met representatives of Bayern Munich. Liverpool are interested. Chelsea are interested. And Real Madrid are interested in the 20-year-old Bournemouth centre-back. But never fear, we're now patrolling Jarek Gaskarowski. He's a Valencia centre-back. He's 20 years old. He's played quite a few games for them, so he's decent. He's okay. He sounds Polish. I don't know where he's from. Who's that? Tell them, blokes. Teach them for parking their car outside this fucking window. Especially while I'm fucking live. You fucking tell them, boy. Victor Gorkarez, offer made. Let me get through the news and we'll get in some comments. Deborah, do we like him? Do we subscribing? Talk is £52 million Martin Zubimendi is done. Leroy Sané has rejected advances from Arsenal and Liverpool over the last few days and will sign a new 3-year deal at Bayern Munich. 24-year-old Angers goalkeeper has been linked. He's a cheaper alternative to Juan Garcia as a backup goalkeeper to David Rea. His name is Yahia Fofana. Dane Hudson, Arsenal are still interested, but I hear that isn't actually true. Thomas Partey, Arsenal fucking U-turn. Thomas Partey will sign a new deal with Arsenal over the next couple of years, just a year extension. Jules Koundé has been linked with Arsenal, 55 million. Some sources say 65. I've already spoke about Washington. I've already spoke about Jarek Gaskarowski. Juan Garcia, £25 million euro. The deal is done. Arsenal and Everton. What have I tried to write there? Oh, sorry. Are considering £20 million offers for Sunderland. Yes, Sunderland midfielder Chris Rigg. He has been getting rave reviews in the Sunderland in the Championship. They're in the First Division, aren't they? I think are they in the First Division, Sunderland? I think they are. I think they're at the top of the First Division, going back to the Championship. I do fucking believe. But 17-year-old Chris Rigg, obviously English, has been linked with Arsenal and Everton respectively. One to keep an eye on, because apparently Sunderland have got a couple of good teenagers in their team. Now, we know the brother of Bellingham is at Sunderland as well. Jude Bellingham, well, his brother Job Bellingham. Yeah, his mum and dad must have been high as a motherfucker when they named them two. Right, my name is Bellingham. I think Jude and Job. Jude and Job. Hey, Jude and Job. Fucking funny names. Arsenal are set to finance Chelsea once again this summer. Arsenal are going to chase Chelsea down for their star striker that can't get in their team, Christopher Nkunku. We shall get back to that. Why would we fucking finance Chelsea again? It's becoming an every summer thing. I'm beginning to think it's actually contractually written somewhere that we have to buy a player, one player a season, one of their shit cunts, someone that ain't doing well there every year. Peter Cech, David Luiz, Gallas, Havertz, Jorginho. I know there's more. Who am I forgetting? What is this continuous financing of fucking Chelsea? Every fucking season. Wenger done it. The bastard over there now, Arteta, is doing it. Like, what the fuck is actually up with the club? With Club Arsenal? Because from everyone that I'm talking, the striker situation will be solved. Because Christopher Nkunku is a fuck you if this happens. I swear to God. I swear to God if this one actually does happen. What? Am I sounding louder today, by the way, people? Because I got a couple of complaints last night's stream, even though there was 1,300 lovely views. I got told my sound was a bit fucking whack. Night all, can't wait for Tuesday. Most definitely Arsenal PSG. But I'm going to finish, as I said, Trossard or Martinelli will be sold this summer. Arsenal want one winger, two strikers. I reckon it should be two wingers, one striker. Again, we're going to get back to that. Arsenal and Everton, as I said, will tussle it out for Sunderland. 17-year-old midfielder Chris Rigg. Kevin De Bruyne is considering offers from Aston Villa. Darwin Núñez can leave Liverpool for £42 million. Callum Hudson-Odoi has been linked with a couple of clubs in Italy. It's Roma and someone, can't remember. And two unnamed Premier League clubs have made advances for Callum Hudson-Odoi. Shouts out to Lee Akers. I know he's a massive fan of the former Chelsea fucking Kiyok-Saka. Mateus Cunha, I know you all know. And a lot of people saying Leon Delap are pretty much signed, sealed, and delivered. £92 million worth of new striker at Man United. With Cunha, 62. Allegedly, all they're trying to do is sort out, they don't mind paying the full release clause, but they want to pay it in installments. Closer, yeah, love. Yeah, fucking love. Excuse me. No, Chloe. Apparently, they want to pay it just in installments. Where was I? So, Cunha, £62 million. And they'll have to pay the full £30 million for the lap of Ipswich. Man United wants £75 million Rafinha. Now we know that Rafinha could be on his way to winning the Ballon d'Or. Like Lee Akers on this stream, less than a season ago, said that Geezer was not good enough for Arsenal when he was linked to Arsenal. Fast forward a year, he is hotly tipped for this year's Ballon d'Or. He has had an incredible season. There's been a couple of wingers out there. Dembele's been incredible. I wouldn't quite call him a Dembele. I would call him a Dembele. I wouldn't quite call him a Ballon d'Or winner. But then again, there's no more Ronaldo and there's no more Messi. The Ballon d'Or's a bit different. Rodri won it last year. It just didn't feel right, did it? That Rodri's wonderful, but then again, I don't know. Man United wants £75 million Rafinha. Man United are also looking at an attacking midfielder this summer. Xavi Simons. I've told you these bastards ain't as broke as people are making out. Dusan Vlahovic. Now, this one is worth keeping an eye on. Allegedly, Juventus are looking at Man United striker at £72 million. I'm not bad, Chloe. I've definitely got to phone you because, hold on. Just wait there a second. Wait there 1 second. Let me finish this. I'm going to run into it again, but hold on. Hold on. Where was I? Fucking Right. This is one that is very interesting to keep an eye on. Juventus striker Dusan Vlahovic allegedly has been told he can leave the club 40 million, 50 million. Some people say 35, whatever. Now, I'm hearing a direct swap for Man United flop. Rasmus, whatever you call him, Hudson, could be going to Juventus, and Dusan Vlahovic could be going Man United. I reckon for both parties that could be quite good. I think Hudson will do quite well in Italy, back in Italy, like he did at Atlanta. Atlanta are also linked to him to bring him back. Nowhere near the money. They want to give like 20 million for a geezer they got 72 million for a year ago. Brilliant. Loco, you snaking cunt, what are you doing? When he walks out the room and starts being quiet, I don't like it. Man City want Desiree Doué. This is the PSG winger, come attacking midfielder. Apparently they're willing to let him go. They bought him for £50 million in the summer. Summer gone, obviously. If sure, I'd love Arsenal to get involved, like, because apparently that's the cheaper version of Florian Wirtz, who Man City have inquired about, and they've been told flatly it will be £100 million. Man City, Desiree Doué. Everton are in the race to sign Monaco striker Mika Berev. This is a guy that never played one game for Arsenal, but has had a fucking consistently good scoring record since he left. Now, he went to Motherwell, scored 11 goals, went on loan. Then Arsenal recalled him, sent him straight out in January to Sturm Graz. Sturm Graz then kept him, bought him for 4 mil. They promptly sold him to Monaco for 12. Fuck knows how much Everton are willing to take him back to the Premier League. He smashed it for Fulham's reserve teams and under 18s and 21s, and then we snaked him and took him. The only fight I see at the Tottenham ground, mate, how true. And what a fight it was. But I'm going to finish this. And Everton, as I said, are looking to sign Mika Berev as a replacement for Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who has apparently told the club in the last 48 hours that he will be leaving on a free transfer. Hussein, do you fancy Dominic Calvert-Lewin on a free? English, 28, coming into his prime, always getting injured. But Dominic Calvert-Lewin, the Everton striker, has told Everton today he will not be renewing his contract and he will leave. Everton have been linked with Monaco striker, former Arsenal striker, Mika Berev as a replacement. Manchester City are looking at Desiree Doué. He can play on the wing or as a number 10. One to keep an eye on, Dusan Vlahovic, a straight swap with Manchester United striker, Ramas Hudson. I reckon that would be a good move for Hudson personally. and a good move to get Vlahovic out of Serie A and into the Premier League. Xavi Simons has been watched by Manchester United. Manchester United allegedly also want Rafinha. And word on road is, it hasn't touched them in the financial fair play stakes. They've got enough money in the bank to deal with the £62 million arrival of Matheus Cunha from Wolverhampton and the £30 million arrival of Liam Delap of Ipswich. Chelsea want Kenan Yildiz from Juventus. Callum Hudson-Odoi has been linked with Roma +1, +1 in Italy, I can't remember the club, and 2 unnamed Premier League clubs. Darwin Nunez has been Nunez has been told he can leave Liverpool for £42 million. Kevin De Bruyne is considering an offer to stay in the Premier League with Aston Villa. Unai Emery, Trossard or Martinelli will be sold by Arsenal this summer. Arsenal will finance Chelsea once again. Christopher Nkunku has been hotly tipped to join Arsenal and solve Arsenal's striker crisis. Christopher Nkunku, Martin Zubimendi, Juan Garcia. None of these three bitches win us the league. Congratulations to Liverpool for winning the league. We should do better next season. We should, but we probably won't the same. It depends again if Man United are serious, which I doubt they will be. If Chelsea are serious, 50-50. Depends if they've got Maresca for a start. Not saying that's a deal breaker, but Chelsea are so fucking fucked up. They might just sack that cunt. Do you know what I mean? Where was I? Trossard or Martinelli will leave. Arsenal to finance Chelsea once again with a £50 million deal for Christopher Nkunku. Arsenal and Everton will fight out for 17-year-old Englishman from Sunderland, Chris Rigg. He's 17. Juan Garcia, €25 million. Cha-ching, done deal to Arsenal. Arsenal are going to drop out the race for Dane Hudson, but have stepped into the race for Jarek Gaslorovskia. He's a Valencia defender. He's 20. He can play left back. He can play left centre back. He's a centre back, a left-footed centre back. Of course, he'll play left back as well. Typical Arsenal signing. That is definitely one, guys, to officially keep an eye on. We're out the Hudson race. We don't like it. There's too much competition. And we're going to go for 20-year-old Valencia centre-back Jarek Gaslorovskia instead. Apparently, we have made one signing. It's already from Chelsea. He's a left-back. He was released by Chelsea like Eddie Nketiah a few years ago was. Marcel Washington. He's a left-back. It's a done deal. Allegedly, he's been told he will play minutes in the Arsenal first team next season. Jules Koundé has been linked to a £65 million move for Arsenal, to Arsenal from Barcelona. Why? They play him at right-back. Do we really need a right-back? Clearly we don't. What's our plans? Play him left-back? And if we ever wanted someone for £65 million for Barcelona, we've got to be looking at Rafinha or Balde, their quality left-back. I think Balde at left-back for Arsenal and Timber at right-back next season will be something glorious. I doubt it's very realistic. But if we're honestly ever considering bidding for Jules Koundé, fuck off and make it fucking Balde instead. Arsenal and Everton, as I said, Chris Rigg, Marcel Washington, done deal. Arsenal from Chelsea's academy. Thomas Partey, Arsenal U-turn. He'll sign a 1-year extension in the coming days. Dane Hudson. Sources say Arsenal are still interested, but I've been told they've dropped out of that one. And Jarek Gaskarowski is the centre-back they want. Also 20 years old from Valencia. The 24-year-old Angers goalkeeper Yahia Fofana has been linked to Arsenal. We can get him for €7 million, a much cheaper alternative to the fucker that we want from Espanyol, Juan Garcia, because he's definitely not the one for me. Leroy Sané has rejected Arsenal Liverpool and will sign a new 2 or 3 year deal with Bayern Munich. Word on road is said Zubimendi is done. I say Andrea Berta is a cocksucker. Because you know what, this window, let's just imagine, if it was Gaskarowski, with all respect to him, Zubimendi, Juan Garcia, and even if it was Gorkrez, I still don't think we're winning the league. Gorkrez would have to do so fucking much, yeah, with just Martin Zubimendi in the midfield. Nothing on the fucking wings. Alibaba, we've had no arguing today. Good evening. Good evening. Oh, you're both well. All good. Congratulations to the Liverpool All Green, Super Green. About life. Danny, I want to be positive just for once. Hopefully we can do something in the Champions League. Interesting. Bro, PSG have dealt with Aston Villa this season. They've dealt with Liverpool this season. But they're very beatable, bros. Like, isn't a Galactico situation like it was with Messi's, Mbappe's, etc. They've got more work-minded and players like, I don't know, that Fabian Ruiz in midfield and Joe Felix are doing a lot in the centre of mid for them. Their left back and right back are huge problems. That Nuno, it's not Tavares, Nuno, whatever his name is, Nuno, let's just call him, and the right back, Hakimi, are taking the piss out of people left, right, and centre. Dembele is on fire on the left, on the right. They've got Desiree Douy that might not even make the first 11. And he's a fucking quality footballer. Like, I hands down will take him to Arsenal next season, most definitely. He's still only 20 years old, Desiree Douy. They're a good team. But we're a good 11, they're a good 11. Do you know what I mean? I reckon we should learn from Villa. I think we should learn from Liverpool because Villa done them over quite nicely at Villa Park. They're definitely beatable. I don't care. Some people don't like Della Mani, Della del Roma, Porco Dio, mi grande mi cazzo, the goalkeeper. I think he's a really good number one. So it's our toughest task. It's tougher than Real Madrid for me. But it's doable, bro. It's easy to say we need a sensible lead from the first leg. But yeah, we can't be fucking up on Tuesday, obviously. The first leg is ever so important. We need to be going out there 2-0 up and brimming of confidence as soon as we enter the Parc des Princes, obviously, in a week's time. My one massive worry is Skelly coming up against Hakimi and Dembele on the right. I really worry for the boy. Good evening, Offender Marvin. Closer, good evening. Daniel, DM me about boxing. Check it out. Do you know what? I did see it just before I come on the stream, bros. I was walking dog and running around like a shit-ass flyer. So sorry, Craig. I don't ignore anyone. I'm sure you know that. Haha. Usyk versus Dubois. I thought what you sent, that's right. I thought it was the rematch, Conor Ben. But there is another rematch. It's signed, it's sealed, and it's delivered. The rematch is on the 19th of July. Usyk versus Dubois. And it's from Wembley Stadium. Oh, fucking yeah. Shouts out to Craig on that one. Let's go with a big heart on that. Craig, you're a fucking legend and a superhero. Shouts out to you. Let me get the stream out there real quick, as you do. What do you think? Obviously, for me, there's only one winner. Is there any word today about a Conor Ben and sorry, a Conor Ben fucking Eubank fucking rematch? Is there any word of that today, Craig? Obviously, I watch a lot of fucking sports, but yeah, been a bit out of touch today. Guys, just 4 likes on the video. Do be subscribing and liking if we is new. Whoops. What's your worries? What's the pros and cons of Hussein Jamal, my brother? What is the pros and cons of Tuesday? Do you worry about their central midfield? Sorry, like a Vitina, if it is, attack the guard role, and then Joe Felix and Ruiz. I think it's very strong. It's very comfortable. I think their fullbacks are something to worry about. But again, dog, stop. Again, for me, it's it's very doable. Like, we've done Real Madrid. I don't think we should be that worried. Seriously. But it is the toughest, the toughest of the teams we've faced so far. I do make PSG the 5 favourites if they do us. Like, if they beat us, I reckon they'll do Inter Milan or Barcelona in the final. What's your thoughts, Craigie? No worries on the Eubank. Oh, sorry, no word, on the Eubank Junior v Conor Ben rematch yet. Ben was taken to hospital today for precaution. He would be all right. He was basically welling up in tears last night. It was really the whole family thing. I think Eubank Senior done well to be going over to it quite a lot. And I still believe that the father and son relationship between Eubank Senior and Eubank Junior is very fake and very political. Crazy, isn't it, to be a father and son? Arteta needs to be realistic, analyze PSG correctly, and never complicate things for our boys. Definitely, bros. Like, again, without being rocket science and genius, just keeping it simple. But has he got contingency plans for little Miles Lewis Skelly at left back, bros? Let me ask you something the same. I think Ben White is slightly on the naughty boy stool at the moment. People can say it's fitness problems, whatever. I think we're looking to sell him. But that aside, my friend, would you rather see, if he's fully fit, Ben White at right back and Timber at left back, just for the PSG games? Saliba and Kiwa obviously at centre back, but Timber at left back. I think I'd sleep easier if I knew right now Tim was going to be at left back to face Hakimi and Dembele. I think it's a tough ask. Ali, why are you not saying nothing tonight, bro? Is it because there's no drama and it's just been all peaceful? The ladies have chilled out, let's call them. They've just relaxed their gums. I fucking turned around and I fucking told them. Yeah. Ali, you love this stream just for fucking just for beef. And talking of beef, the beef last night was splendid. Craig, how did you analyse the fight? Conor Benn, for me, 12 rounds was the aggressor. I think he was just well out of juice by about the 7th round. And his heart and mentality and just will to box and his outright hatred for Eubank kept him in it from the 6th to the 12th. I think his tactics was wrong. I think he come out way too hard. First round, second round, third round, fourth round, he was looking jaded already. Fifth round, he was still flying around like some arse. Do you know what I mean? Sixth round was looking absolutely smashed, but still jumping around. Seventh and eighth, I think Eubank started coming into it slowly. And it was about the 9th, 10th that Eubank started to very slightly, for me, take control. And I think the 12th round was very decisive in the overall decision. But then again, I don't know, 116, 112, I do believe was one of the judges' scorecards. Fuck knows. Give me your thoughts. That will be an interesting rematch. I'm going to look at the boxing. I think there's quite a lot of boxing coming up. There's one early fight coming up, I think, in Japan or China soon. And there is a lot of boxing to keep an eye on. And I'm sure Craig will keep me up to date as normal. So Victor Gyökeres, allegedly an offer has been made. Zubimendi, that's Martin, that's Real Sociedad. Allegedly the deal is done. All Arsenal are trying to do is trying to see if we can pay the £52 million release clause in installments, where we would give them a bit more, say £62 million, but broke up over the next 3 seasons. Dane Hudson, Arsenal will drop out of the hunt for Dane Hudson. Too many teams are involved. Even though it's a £50 million release clause, apparently Arsenal have bottled it already. Thomas Partey, Arsenal U-turn. He will sign a 1-year extension in the coming days. Jules Koundé has been linked with Arsenal. This is the Barcelona right back these days, even though he was a centre-back. Marcel Washington, the deal has been signed, sealed and delivered. He is an academy product from Chelsea who was shown the door. Arsenal have shown him some love, and apparently the deal is done, and he will join us in the summer. Jarek Gaskarowski has been linked with Arsenal. He's 20 years old, plays for Valencia, has been a regular until the manager from West Brom took the Valencia job. Loco cunt! He there. Was pretty much a regular there. He's 20 years old. Now, he's got a £39 million release clause. But I heard he was out of contract this summer. I believe Valencia had the right to trigger a 1-year extension. So what I believe is at the end of the season, he's got 1 year to go. And I reckon they take a lot less than the 39 million euros, which would release him from his Valencia contract. I reckon Arsenal are going to try and do a sneaky little bid of around 20 million quid for this kid. I've even heard he could be available for as little as 12. I don't know about that, Chief. What are you looking at me for? We're going to go out straight after this stream. Shouts out to you, Loco. Arsenal and Everton are going to slug it out for Englishman from Sunderland, Chris Rigg. He's 17 years old. He's been ever present for Sunderland this season. Juan Garcia. Reports still suggest that a €25 million deal is done to Arsenal. Arsenal are going to finance Chelsea once again this summer. Christopher Nkunku. Word on road is a deal is very close. Arsenal will sign Christopher Nkunku from Chelsea, the 25-year-old, for £50 million in the summer. Why? Trossard or Martinelli, one of the two is set to leave Arsenal this summer. Premier League news, Kevin De Bruyne is considering an offer from Aston Villa. Darwin Núñez has been told he can leave Liverpool for as little as £42 million. Callum Hudson-Odoi has been linked with a couple of clubs in Italy and 2 unnamed clubs from the Premier League. Now, I know Roma is one of them from Italy. I don't know the other. Chelsea have been linked with Juventus forward, Turkish international, Kenan Yildiz. I'm sure you already know by now. But the £92 million dream team for Man United next season, their strike force will be Matheus Cunha, allegedly in a number 10 role, and Delap up front. What's your thoughts, Man United fans? Man United also won the favourite for the Ballon d'Or this year, Rafinha, £75 million. Apparently that deal could be done. Xavi Simons is also of interest of Man United. Here's an interesting one. Dusan Vlahovic to Man United in a straight swap deal for Ramas Kujland, who obviously Man United paid Atlanta £72 million not too long ago for. Man City are interested in attacking midfielder, come winger, who plays for PSG. We might see him on Tuesday. Desiree Douy. Everton are looking to replace Dominic Calvert-Lewin with Mika Bieref, a former Arsenal striker. And obviously, as I said, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, he's told Everton in the last 48 hours he will not renew his contract at the club. Arteta, do not get any funny ideas, my friend. If you want a free transfer, being a striker, go for Jonathan David, not Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I like him. He's got high energy, high work rate, but he's injury prone. And consistently in his career, he's never scored enough goals. I think he had one really good season for Everton under Ancelotti, where he might have got, for the first time, somewhere near 20 goals. He might have even got 20 Premier League goals. I'm not sure. But he's not really a 20 goal a season striker, especially with all his injuries. We all knew Liverpool were going to win the league, but it still hurts 21 years without a league title. I know, bro. Fucking bad. And with all respect to a manager that come in from fucking a farmers league. He's a fine old manager, of all respect. He had no money to spend. And he got him over the line with games to spare. It's pretty bad. And I think Man City were punching above their weight the last couple of years. 3 years in a row. But they were just better than us. And able to get it over and done with. Where Liverpool were obviously a lot better than us. And yeah, Arne Slot has proved that. Within 10 months of being in English football. I do find that a massive surprise. But congratulations, Liverpool, obviously. I believe there'll be a bit of a shake-up at Liverpool as well. We know they've got the deals done for Van Dijk. I still don't think Trent's done, you know. That people are saying it will be announced in the next few days. They need him before the Club World Cup, etc., etc., etc. I've heard he's been offered really bad money by Real Madrid. How badly does he want to go? Like, I'm not saying 100 grand a week is bad, but on a free transfer, Trent Alexander could get a lot more money from a lot of other clubs, Bayern Munich, PSG, even fucking Arsenal's, Aston Villa's, and fucking Chelsea's. Surely would give him more. Wherever he'll join another Premier League club. Apparently, he wants to win the Ballon d'Or and he wants to go Real Madrid. So, interesting. But 100 grand a week, if said stories are true, I find that massively interesting. Now, guys, I'm going to get out there. I'm going to try and stay to about the 45th minute. Let me pick out a couple of interesting bits from today. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, a free transfer in the summer. Everton are looking to replace him with former Arsenal striker Mika Bieref, who's had a decent little scoring run since he left Arsenal. He got 11 at Motherwell. I don't know. Scored a few goals for Sturm Graz. Obviously, they signed him from Arsenal permanently for $1 million. He promptly went to Monaco for 12. And he's been scoring goals in the French League. Callum Hudson-Odoi has been linked to 2 unnamed Premier League clubs and a couple of clubs from Italy. Roma is definitely one of them. Darwin Núñez has been told he can leave Liverpool. £40 million is the asking price. Kevin De Bruyne, anyone, is considering a free transfer to Aston Villa at the end of the season. Arsenal will finance Chelsea once again in the summer. Where the road is, Christopher Nkunku is high on Arteta and Andrea Berta's wish list this summer. Arsenal and Everton are both considering £20 million offers for Sunderland teen sensation. Chris Rigg, he's 17. He's been ever present for Sunderland this season. Juan Garcia, Martin Zubimendi, £75 million, or £80 million combined double deal. I reckon it's a double piece of shit. I don't want none of the cunts at my club. Marcel Washington, whoever he is, a Chelsea Academy product, has signed for Arsenal. Thomas Partey, Arsenal U-turn, 1-year extension. 24-year-old Angers goalkeeper Yahia Fofana has been into Arsenal. Leroy Sané has turned down Arsenal and Liverpool and decided to put pen to paper a new 2-year deal at Bayern Munich. And Victor Gyökeres offer has officially been made by Arsenal Football Club, say many sources across Europe. What next for Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr.? Will they dust off in a rematch? That fight would still get a lot of attention. Whether Chris Eubank still would have won, I don't know. I think, first of all, Conor Benn got a tactic wrong. He come out like a pit bull. He come out like a fucking madman. Dog, stop pushing the fucking desk. He come out like a madman, with all respect. And you know what? Unless he was looking, obviously, for the early drops, the early fucking knockout, which clearly he was. Like, I think Eubank was always a much better fighter than that. A lot more experienced. Tactically, he got it wrong, bros. When Eubank Senior getting out of the car was gangster. Bros, I know. Like, do you know, I had to look up close. I thought, is that a security guard that just happens to look like that? Like, I fucking wasn't sure, bros. It threw me. Because obviously I was live at the time. So when I first see it, I just sort of looked up. I thought, move, you cunt. I thought, is that security in the building, or that just happens to look like his dad? Like, and yeah, started turning up the TV and realized it was his fucking dad. After all the fucking press conference, that's pain, my brother in the desert in Dubai, his son, whatever, asking like, which ain't obviously funny. It's a serious matter. But my dad hasn't spoken to me for years. He thinks I'm a disgrace. I don't know. 18 hours later, they're walking together. Like, it looked a bit fake though. Be interesting, like Flound All documentary. Who fucking phoned who? A lot of people say it was you, man, that threw out their hand and said, "Listen, I've got to come." Obviously, Eubank Jr. though didn't seem comfortable alongside him though at any time. I don't know. I'm not a body language expert, but I didn't feel Eubank Jr. looked comfortable walking alongside his dad, like, which is strange. That's his pops, like. In any relationship, father daughter, father son, fucking mother, fucking whatever, like, there's always going to be problems here and there along the road, etc. But that relationship, I know Chris Eubank, like, I don't know personally, but he's a bit of a strange dude, but yeah, I don't know, man. But yeah, he was in the building, and it obviously did make everything a little bit more electric. Imagine what Colin Ben would have been thinking. I'm not saying he lost because of that at all. I'm not saying it would have upset him psychologically, but he'd been like, fuck me. Talk about a little boost that was possibly needed at exactly the right time for you. Fuck off, you big dickhead of a dog. For Eubank Jr. Basically, a little boost, a little adrenaline hit. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it works against him. Both fathers can be proud of those sons. Oh, 100% great. Like, none of them let them down. Obviously, the Dark Destroyer himself, Nigel Benn, didn't look too pissed. Obviously, no, you're not going to go and fucking in a ring and start cussing and everything. But yeah, it seemed pretty respectful in the end. When I thought there'd be a bit of fireworks at the end, I think a lot of people was anticipating a bit of a kick-off, some sort of fireworks, win, lose, or draw at the end. But deep down, obviously, the boxers have got respect for each other. What could Conor Benn say? I think he actually left his heart and soul in the ring. I'm not a boxing expert, but tactically, did he get it wrong, man? He seemed to fly out the doors for me like a pit bull. And by round 5, I thought he physically looked absolutely fucked. 2.5 minutes left, guys, which has been another nice stream. Shout out to Craig. You are my man of the match this evening. The boxing man himself, Craig. Shouts out for jumping in last night. It wasn't many of the regulars of Danny AFC TV, but it did get mad views, so I'm happy. And it even got ads on the video, even though I had the sound up a bit loud. So yeah, woke up this morning to check the views, 1,300, and see a fucking McDonald's advertisement. I was like, huh, very good. When I'm at my naughtiest, I'm putting sounds up and everything. I don't know, I get adverts. Like, when I tell someone to piss off, like, I don't know, they get it all personal. I'll never get an advert on a video or a live. Fucking crazy. But we still love you, YouTube. But it's almost time to go. Arsenal PSG, guys. Tomorrow will be my review of the game and my tactics. How I want Arsenal to go about it. I will stalk team news, see if Calafiore or Ben White does turn up to training. I'm not mad sure of that. Been a Sunday, of course. But let's have a look tomorrow, Monday. They probably fly off tomorrow afternoon as well at some point. So let's try and stalk some pictures from the, let's just call it London Colney. I can't remember what the fuck was, the sober reality fucking training ground. Listen, we'll just pop into Arsenal's training ground tomorrow. Let's have a look if Calafiore or Ben White's around, and if they've got a blow job of a chance of being in the squad. Because I do think Skelly, man, it scares the life. Hakimi and Dembele. I know he's not going to let us down, Skelly. But when I say let us down, I don't know. Sending off, like a silly sending off. Isn't like it hasn't happened once, twice already this season. He's been caught out a couple of times, old Skelly. He's a centre back. And if not at Thomas Partey tomorrow, I'd be so much more comfortable with Skelly alongside Rice. Odegaard just ahead of them. Odegaard having to play a bit disciplined. Do you know what I mean? I don't see a problem with that at all. I'd love to see, obviously, Calafiore if he was fit enough at left back, or even Timber at left back. If Ben White was fit enough, him coming in at right back. I do worry about Skelly going up against fucking Hakimi and Dembele, and he has been sent off for a couple of rash decisions, let's say, he made spur of the moment ones this season. So yeah, apart from like, listen, we know they're a good team. Fabian Ruiz, Vitina, um, Chloe Felix, who I like very much in the midfield. Obviously, we know what Dembele's been doing on the wing all season. They've got the likes of Desiree Dewey, and he doesn't always start. Barcola will most likely start ahead of him. Like, it's a fucking unbelievable team. Marquinhos at the back. Their fullbacks take the piss. Hakimi, Nuno, Donnarumma in goal. Don't know who's alongside Marquinhos these days. Is it Kimpele? I don't think it is. Are we signing Gyökeres this summer? I've been told there has been an offer made. I doubt we've got anywhere near his release clause, 85 million. I reckon, though, we have probably started the ball rolling somewhere at 60 million. We blatantly need a striker. We will get that done this summer. Will it be the one we really want? And Isaac? Nah. Gyökeres, yes. I still reckon, though, Benjamin Sesko will be the guy. If you want me to put my hat on I'll take my hat off and put my neck on the line. I reckon we're going to get Sesko still. I just don't know. Unless Berta really is trying to throw his weight in and say Gyökeres is the better option for us. He has played for English clubs, Coventry. He's played for Swansea, I think. Sheffield Wednesday, perhaps. And he wasn't really that amazing in none of them. He's had a year and a half, just over a year and a half of a sensational scoring record in Portugal. But Portugal in the Premier League, I do worry about him. But if you're giving me a choice of Gyökeres and Benjamin Sesko of RB Leipzig, it's got to be Gyökeres every time, because that cunt Sesko, even though I like him, and I like the way he plays football, he's got about 11 goals in Germany this year. And that frightens the fucking bollocks off me. Because 11 goals in Germany could mean 5 fucking Premier League goals. I don't give a fuck how that sounds. Germany is not the same level as the Premier League for me. Sighed Kolasinac. Party shouldn't have got that booking versus Real Madrid. I'm so nervous. How can we have the midfield control about him? His name is Skelly. This guy, and I do follow our reserves, bros, as mad and crazy and sad as it sounds. I do follow our reserves, the under 21s, the under 18s, etc. And obviously, I was stalking Anwari for quite some time. It's now more recently, it's Max Dowman, but I think he's got like three hat tricks. He hasn't got 3 hat tricks in a row. He scored 8 goals in the last 3 games, 2 hat tricks, and should have made it 3 hat tricks in a row the other day. He got 2 and had a good hour left to complete 3 hat tricks in 3 games. That Max Dowman is some fucking talent, the 15-year-old. I'll be introducing him into the next. Anyway, it's not for now. But yeah, sorry, let me get to my point. Skelly never ever played for Arsenal left back. Ever, ever, ever. Not under 21s, not under 18s. Arteta sort of just one day got pissed off with Calafiore, got pissed off with Tierney, pissed off, Tierney's probably injured, pissed off with Zinchenko. Like, the only thing that Skelly can identify with left back is he's left footed. So I reckon Skelly, Rice, and Odegaard should be the midfield 3. I pray to God that Timber White or Calafiore are fit, and it'll give us at least the option to go Timber right back, Calafiore left back, Kiwior and Saliba in defence. I'd sleep easily right now, because I know Skelly will never let us down. I don't think he'll let us down on Tuesday. But the problem is he's got Hakimi and Dembele going at him. He's made a couple of rash decisions this season and got himself sent off. I'm really scared of the brother having a lot to deal with on Tuesday and getting his little self sent off, bros. I'd love to see Calafiore or even Ben White back in the team. One or the other, if they're fit enough, obviously. If they're not fit enough, then clearly I'll go Skelly at left back. I doubt you'd play KT, but honestly, I'd still play Kieran Tierney ahead of fucking Skelly, though, and put Skelly in the centre mid. Slightly controversial. I reckon he's going to do something freaky. Skelly at left back, a central midfielder at left back, and a left back in central midfield. I reckon Zinchenko will go central midfield, even though he's a left back. And I reckon the natural central midfielder is going to go left back, Miles Lewis Skelly. So I don't think we'll win the competition. I still think Arteta's a dumbass at the best of times. Shouts out to you, though. Whatever. Brubs, do get a like on the video. Do subscribe if you're new. Hussein, it's time for you to go. Shouts out to you, Skipper. See you tomorrow, hopefully, for a review. A tactical meeting of Arsenal PSG, we'll call it tomorrow. And I'll definitely be stalking the training at the Sober Reality training ground and seeing if Calafiore is there, if Ben White is there. I think Ben White's with a scrappy, bros. He might have had injuries this season, but I have a feeling Arteta's kind of made up his mind. He wants Skelly as his left back next season, maybe with a +1. That's why he was looking at Dane Hudson. But I've heard we're at the race for Dane Hudson now. A Bournemouth left-footed centre back who can play left back. At 50 mil, I reckon that's a bit of a steal. But we've turned our attention to Jarek Gaskarowski, Valencia centre back, also 20 years old. He's got a £39 million release clause, but I've been told he's entering the last year of his contract at the end of this season. So I believe Valencia will let him go considerably cheaper. Now, he's also a left-footed centre-back. He's also 20 years old. And, of course, he can play left-back. It sounds like a right Arteta signing. So keep a close eye on Jarek Gaskarowski of Valencia. Mate, love the content. Thank you so much, my friend. But, yeah, Jarek Gaskarowski, I reckon there'll be a lot in that, bro. He's got a year left of his contract, a 39 million euro release clause. So that's cheaper than a sterling pound note, obviously. And I reckon realistically, that is what I'm going to go for. He does play left back and left centre back, especially if Keywar goes. Keywar's had a decent little run the last few games. I reckon if we get anywhere near our money back, about 20-22 more, I reckon we'll accept that immediately for Keywar and probably use that money to bring in this 20-year-old. Because Keywar probably wants a little bit more action. And I think he probably deserves a little bit of action. But again, he's not better than Gabriel. He's nowhere near Saliba's level. So, yeah, it's probably not going to be at Arsenal, unfortunately, unless he wants to be a backup dancer. Jarek Gaskarowski, obviously, is 20 years old. So I'm sure he's not going to demand first-team football immediately. And we'll probably wait his chance for Saliba or Gabriel to need a rest or touch wood, it didn't happen or get injured. You think Arteta will get over the line if we achieve a decent transfer window? I believe we can. I believe all of the tools are now there. Good night, Victor. I believe our 1 to 11 is good. It's just not like take a couple of ingredients out of it. Like when Saka was injured, Odegaard was like a lost puppy. I still think Odegaard is roaming around a little bit lost. I'd love him to have a bit of stiff competition next season. Like we need 2 players for every position. I think the right wing is okay. Presuming it'll be like Saka and Watery. The left wing, say Trossard, Martinelli, something needs to happen there. One of them for me can easily go. I don't give a fuck which one it is. Preferably Trossard, I have to say. And getting a new left winger. We've obviously been linked with Nico Williams. I don't believe that happens. I believe one of the teams that go to the Club World Cup, Chelsea or Manchester City, because you know there's 2 transfer windows, 1st to the 7th, mainly for the teams in the Club World Cup. I still don't factually know if other teams are allowed to get involved in that window, but I don't see why Arsenal can't bid for Williams between the 1st and the 7th if Chelsea and Man City can, even though they're going to the Club Bollocking World Cup. The 10th of June is obviously when the transfer window opens properly. I reckon if it was after a couple of people, if we ain't got verbal agreements done, dusted, signed, sealed, and fucking cocksucked and delivered, I believe Man City and Chelsea can run away with a few players. They're both going to have a big window, I've been told, between the 1st and the 7th. And that's not just Sky Sports News telling me. I've been told both of these bastards want that prize money. And they believe, obviously, both of them feel that they can go all the way. Like they're probably, I don't know how it really works. They're probably going to be in some silly group of some team from fucking, I don't know, Saudi Arabia, of all respect, or whatever. And they're going to get murked. They'll go through, probably a Chelsea Man City semi-final. Who knows? Do you know what I mean? Maybe one surprise team. The Club World Cup is of no interest of me because Arsenal are not in it, so fuck it. To answer your question, bros, I'm going to say yes. Kavislav, he's the guy I forgot all night. I knew I forgot one player. I've mentioned I've basically gone through the whole PSG team. You cunt of a dog. Don't fucking scare me like that, you bastard. We fucking XL bully underneath my foot, bros, and you just done a mad jump on my foot. What are you doing, you fucking cunt? Loco. Excuse me, people. Jesus. Knock the camera over and all sorts. Bastard of a dog. Thanks, you fuck off up on the sofa for that, bros. Get away from me. Where was I? Covered, yeah. So basically, my 1 to 11 of them was obviously, bros, their fullbacks are fucking as scary as fuck. Donnarumma. Hakimi right back, Nuno left back, Marquinhos centre back. I don't know if it's Kimpele or someone else at the moment. His centre back partner. Joey Felix, Fabian Ruiz in the centre, very good. Barcola or Vittino is a number 10. I said Desiree Doué left. Fucking Kavislav, former Napoli, left. Dembele right. And I don't know, they could do a false 10. I think Vittino or Barcola or probably a false 9, sorry. And that for me is as dangerous as fuck. Thank you for reminding me of the left winger from Napoli. Fuck, I forgot him. Can't believe I forgot him. And he is just looking good at PSG as well. He had a quiet first month since January, which obviously, yeah, it takes a bit of time to bed in. But yeah, he's done quite well, apart from games of PSG have just looked shit. They've had a couple of shit games in the league. That's my dream signing for the left wing, but sadly PSG got him. Well, Arsenal don't move close fast enough, bros. Like Napoli, again, they're a selling club, bros. I've been told they're willing to let Victor Osimhen go for £60 million. Like, if we're really going for goal careers, like, that isn't the worst deal in the world. You know, they wanted 130, had like a £130 million release clause. Had a big argument with him, suddenly couldn't get rid of him, and then he fucked off to Turkey for a year. Or, well, it's going to be a year by the time it's done. I've been told comfortably, absolutely comfortably, that Napoli will accept £60 million. Like, if Man United are spending, I know its wages could be a problem, but £60 million cash money on Matthias Cunha, you have to wonder, is it really just wages the problem at Man United? Why Matthias Cunha? Do they really think he's that guy? That Liam Delap at £30 million, I think it's a really good signing. I still don't think, like, it's a signing that I'd want at Arsenal. I don't know, I think, with all respect, I don't know, Havertz can probably score around, roughly, give or take a blowjob, the same sort of goals as probably a Delap can at Arsenal. We need someone that can come in and score 25 goals. And again, to try and answer your question, yes, but we need a good window. And that good window is we do need further improvements at the back. We do sort of look at the left back is a problem. We've been linked with Jules Koundé at 65 million. I don't personally believe it, but if we was ever going to spend sort of big money at Barcelona, you've got to take Balde for me, the left back. Balde Timber, shooting forward on the wings next season. Like Trent and Robertson done all for years at Liverpool. Like what Nuno and Hakimi are doing at PSG. I'd love Arsenal to adopt something like that next season. Because left back isn't quite right for me. Skelly is never a left back. I want him to fuck off to the central midfield and piss off people like Mourinho from even playing for us next season. I have to accept that it's Barca because I've got no control over it. Zubimendi's coming in. I watched him twice against Man United. I've watched him previously. We've been after him for a couple of years. But this season, I've watched him twice, 90 minutes. And he was shit both games. They were fucking, he's such a cunt. And he's not going to make it in the Premier League, a blowjob. That's probably why he, when had the choice to join the Premier League, the champions, not that you knew it then. By the start of the season, when Liverpool activated his release clause, he bottled it. He's a shit cunt. He's 26, and he's not that good. That doesn't excite me. So if it's Juan Garcia coming in at €25 million, bros, and Arsenal willing to pay 10 million over the odds to get Zubimendi £62 million in return for favourable paybacks, like so we can give them 15 million, and then finish it with whatever the amount is. Do you know what I mean? Pay it over 3.5 years. That's preferably what Arsenal want to do with Real Sociedad. It's all down to finances these days. Barcelona need cash. I mean, I don't know if they'll do something similar with Balde. But I'd pay big money for that cunt. He's 21 years old. He's fucking shit hot. And I believe he could gather that pace that what is needed in the Premier League. Why not? He's a left back. And he loves flying forward. That would be a good signing. Rather than like this Gaskarowski from Valencia, for example. Thomas Partey, I think, staying is a plus. So, like, if the midfield 4 next season or 5 is Rice, Partey, Skelly, Zubimendi, Mourinho. In terms of numbers, that's not that bad. You need two midfielders, 2 anchormen, 5 of them there battling for 2 positions. I'm reasonably happy. As a number 10, I reckon we've just got 1 at the club. Unless we buy 2 strikers. Havertz battles Ødegaard for a spot in the team. I sleep better with that because I don't like Havertz having this number 9 role. 2 wingers. On the right wing, I can sleep comfortably with it being Nwari because I reckon he needs minutes, or he'll just fuck off for us and go Chelsea or Man City and prove Arteta wrong. Nwari, Saka fighting for the right wing next season, fine by me. Martinelli +1. Trossard can piss off. Get 20 mil from him if you can, 15 mil. Fuck him right off. So I've got my heating on, I'm just turning over my sheets. Fuck him right off. And get yourself a Nico Williams. Or someone like a Kavish who finally went to PSG. Which again, about the alleged 60 million they paid was a fucking bargain. He was smashing it up in Serie A. But no FPL, whatever the fuck. What do you think of Rafael Leao? My only nightmare is him. He's 25, 26. He's got decent stats. I think in about 270 Serie A games. He's got like 65 goals and about 50 assists. Obviously, that's about 110 goal involvements. Like, it's not incredible, but who knows that? And I could be cheeky by saying, but at a better club at Arsenal and a better league like the Premier League, even though it's tough to play in the Premier League, maybe he becomes a better player. Man City have been slyly watching this Rafael Leao. He's another one that's on a liability list, but only because AC Man allegedly have asked for stupid money, like 100 mil. He can fuck himself out 100 mil, bros. It's nuts. It's absolutely fucking nuts. But yeah, I haven't answered your question, bros. The right window, I reckon we can win the Premier League. I don't reckon we'll get the Champions League over the line. If it's PSG that do us over 2 legs, or a one fucking off final in Munich, I could see Barcelona doing us, and that would break my heart, just like in 206. And they're not as good as the Barcelona of 206. But on that note, though, put Noel, you are a Jeep. Guys, do be liking, do be subscribing. I have barebacked the 1 hour mark. It is time for me to now gracefully leave the stream. Shouts out to everyone that watched last night's stream. Couple of new subscribers. Shouts out to you, man. You know I love and adore you all. 1,300 views on last night's video. This one will probably have like fucking, I don't know, 30 or something. But who knows? Who cares? I'm here to put my good football knowledge across to the people that listen, which I reckon in the YouTube world, I'm second to none. Fuck them all. I'll name all the fucking fake little channels out there. None of them know anything about it. They don't even know half the fucking footballers out there. I could confidently talk to you, honestly, about the Bundesliga, the Turkish fucking league. I could talk to you. I could hold my own talking about Brazilian football and a lot of the kids that I've been watching out of there. Even like this, what's his name? Master Junior from River Plate. I've spoke about him over a year ago on this stream. Now Man United and Chelsea are looking to fire out. He's got a £38 million release clause. I was talking about Gustavo Willian on this stream years ago. Victor Roque. Anyone that knows my history, we all know what I thought about Arteta when he kept on loaning out Saliba, even though he's the best defender at our club. I actually said before he made his debut for Arsenal, within a year, he'll be the best defender in the world and better than Van Dijk. That's down to opinions. I want to swap him for Van Dijk. I know there's 10 years difference in them, and you have to put that in the equation, but I want to swap the two bastards. Do you know what I mean? Because they're both world class, but they're both very similar. They're not only world class defenders. What Saliba done when he come to Arsenal is he just calmed everyone down. The goalkeeper behind him, his left back, his right back, his fellow centre back. Gabriel wasn't as even floppy when Saliba finally cemented his place in the team. Ben White was just fucked off to right back immediately. Do you know what I mean? That's how you do that when you're as world class as William Saliba. Guys, on that note, do get the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. I'll be back tomorrow. Arsenal versus PSG preview, tactical rundown. My preferred 1 to 11. The 1 to 11 I reckon fucking Arteta will put out. And I want to see what you guys' thoughts are. Who you want at left back? Who do you want to replace Thomas Partey? Everything else at Arsenal, because obviously our squad ain't that big, is pretty tough. Everyone's got their dots in it. Their 1 to 11 picks itself. It's only when we have injuries that we're worrying about this. Like, you know what I mean? Who should be at left back? Skelly, I think, could get roasted by Hakimi alone, let alone Dembele, the bastard. He's had a couple of sending offs for silly situations this season. I think this game's made for the Italian, Riccardo Galafore. I don't know. He's quite aggressive, isn't it? Let's see if he's fit. We'll have a look at training tomorrow. Guys, peace out. God bless. I'll catch you tomorrow, innit? 10 p.m. live down the AFC TV. Peace out, y'all.